Yeah. You know, this is a great option if you want black and white, but how do you get some color into a scheme? So we actually created a solid that coordinates a beautiful boucle that comes in 28 colors. It's 345,000 double rubs, and it's called Tone.
Is that all?
That's it.
And it's Chris with a million rubs. No, she had a million double rubs or something.
That person died of old age too.
Apparently took a whole week to test.
It did.
It's amazing.
I'm worried about the designer that thinks her wins like that.
So isn't this fun? Just to add a lot of punch
Yeah.
and texture and durability.
Like your highlighter, Jan, that you love.
Yes. Same color. And again, we collaborate with Gensler to really get a mix of fashion and neutrals. And then with the patterns and the positive, negative, it's such a wonderful collection, and we've received such great feedback. At NeoCon, which is our big contract show, we have a permanent showroom, which is located in the Mart. We actually gave these really fantastic bags away. And so we wanted to show you these, and we're going to make sure that everyone gets one, so I'll be sending a big box. So that, you know, it has the little black and white logo here, and it's kind of nicely lined for your cell phone and things. And we gave these out at the show, and of course they were a huge, huge hit. So that just shows you, you know, how we combine the advertising, marketing, and launch of a collection that we're getting behind.
Check Jan's that's when she lays.
Just checking Jan.
We also, when we do launch a new collection, we do write-ups for all of our reps. So we get in quite detail to give them inspiring information to confidently present a collection. So we have a little description of the pattern, all the specifications, the price, and all the details. So this will be coming along with the road samples for each new collection. Okay, so that's Momentum. I'm just going to pull this back so I can get on to LoomSource. LoomSource is our second brand, which, as you can see, I brought a lot of products for LoomSource because it is so hospitality driven. LoomSource is, thank you, is sampled in stack books. And the reason we've done it is we really wanted to segregate the brands. So when we're talking to a customer that would be a candidate for LoomSource, they have to do guest rooms. They can't just do, as you call, pubs and clubs. I was like, pubs and subs? Pubs and clubs. So that is an element of hospitality. But we really feel for that type of market, probably more the Momentum, the vinyls, these would cross over. And yes, some of these would definitely work. But LoomSource, again, we discount up front, and we want volume. The pricing on this collection is so inexpensive. We actually offer roll pricing on this. Momentum is nice because it's cutter rolls the same price. But we've advertise on our website the pricing for LoomSource based on rolls because we know it's going to be a larger volume. And you can see the patterns are very much hospitality in nature. So we have a whole range on neutrals, warm tones, brights. The one right there is the Belladura yarn, which I know you're familiar with. Has excellent color fastness. It's a solution dyed olefin, and just really beautiful fresh colors in there.
What's the roll? Is that 50 meters?
50 yards, actually.
Yeah.
Yes. We sell everything by the yard.
Yeah.
They'll eventually grow up.
So you can just see LoomSource is, again, another option when you're going into, the website. That's all right. And it's all the same process. You just go through and you can pick all your categories and style. So let's say we want to stripe. And again, as you make it quite broad, thinking there we go. So if we make it very broad and not break it all down, it will actually come up with, so in we have 29 stripes. So again, we don't want to discourage customers that don't have LoomSource sampling in their library not to use this brand, but this would be their tool. They could go to the website and do a simple search like this and look at all of our stripes in LoomSource.
So the colours are really, really similar to the actual fabric itself?
They are. Of course, it also depends on someone's monitor, so if they've corrected it or if they have a new computer and things like that. But they're quite good. So So that's the loom source. And then Textus is our high-end boutique line. And again, how you can just maneuver these three brands. They're just right down here on the bottom. And where Momentum leaves off as far as price, Textus begins. And so it's $50 and upward. And these are, you can see our little tagline here. It's complex weaves and simple beauty. So with Textus, you're never going to find a ton of brights. It's going to be very classic, all textures, and this is it right here. So you've got mohairs. You know, you mentioned Rich and Bellinger. I mean, similar, but obviously a lot less expensive. So sellable. Your nice mohair. This is Illumina, one of our very popular patterns. Isn't that pretty? And you know, let's just look at the Illumina. Let's say you have an opportunity and your customer calls and says, you know, we want to look at all the Illumina colors, or do you have Illumina in a tomato red? So let's say we just go Illumina. Okay. So that's the white. And then we just scroll along here, and you can see all the colors of Illumina.
Wow.
And so let's look at kind of a tomato red color. And there's this one, which is a bit more of a pink tone. So again, you know, you've got options. You need the memo sample, obviously, to really see it, but you'll have the chain set box here in the office. But this just allows you to, again, check availability, see what other colors are available, all from the comfort of your desk. You don't have to get up, go to the sample library, or reference the product. So we'd like to encourage everyone, including the customers, to access the website because it is
What
really
we'll
fantastic.
probably do is have an Australian price, Australian and New Zealand price on the web, so we need to sort of nut out that.
Yeah.
And these roll or cut and roll?
Cut and roll. Yes, cut and roll. Where we have our price list listed is right here. It's always in US dollars. Obviously, that's our biggest market. But what you can do is, back to, if you ever need to just get back to the home page, it's just right here. Oh, thank you. And we just have pricing and availabilities right here. So you can, there's a couple things. You can just put in a pattern and say you want to know what that price is. You can just do that. Now, of course, this is U.S., so this probably isn't going to be something that you use, but I will show you where our published price lists are. But it also, right here, tells you the yardage. So we've got Q, Anado, the net price, and we have 256 yards in it. And then here's our printable price list. So this allows, right now, we have Canada, and I have to get Barclays approval, but if they approve it, then we'd be able to say you can pick all, or you can just pick, you just want a Krypton price list. And the nice thing is the customer can just, you know, print that out at their desk and have that on there. So you must select
Kim, is the Textus the mostly indent?
mostly what's
The indent, is it with the longer lead times you're not stocking?
It's everything with all three brands are based on sales history. So on the popular colors, we'll have inventory. On the less popular colors, we won't have as much. We'll have some inventory of everything unless we just happen to have a stock out. But there'll always be something in the pipe.
Yeah.
We do a very good job of inventory management, and it's all done electronically. So that kind of
Sorry.
go ahead.
If say if this isn't in stock, so we'd wait what 4 weeks or 6 weeks, 8 weeks?
4 to 6 weeks for Loom Source,
Yeah.
but again, and
Sort
that
of.
brand is for guest rooms. So we know that it's going to be larger volumes, and we don't want to keep a lot of inventory because we want to keep the cost down.
So enough for prototypes. And
Yes, and mock-ups and things. Momentum is where you're really going to find the most inventory, and so if you're looking for a velvet in Momentum versus Loom Source, we'll have similar things, similar colors, but this is where you're going to have the inventory. And then even to take it the next step further, if you reference our manufacturer programs and cards, we keep very, very heavy stock of all of this product. This is just an example of a manufacturer card that we would sell, and with purchase of a card, we offer a certain discount to the furniture manufacturer across the board on all Momentum products.